what about the future of Wolverine? So, with Deadpool and Wolverine, there's been some talk that Hugh Jackman might come back, that this might not be a one and done, right? And I think that that's kind of a given, right? Based off of the trailer, this is a Wolverine coming from a different universe. This is not Logan. It's clearly not the Wolverine from the Fox universe. Like, this is a different Wolverine, right? And the fact that you have Hugh Jackman back is huge. That in itself was exciting. That in itself was something that I knew as a fan blew me away. Never thought he was going to come back. So happy that he was. That was probably the best news we ever got in comic book, just movie history. But the question is, like, how long will he be here? You know? And I think it was Forbes that ended up writing this piece. And I don't know if this is rumors, I don't know if this is just what they're thinking, but according to them, it's saying it's becoming clear Hugh Jackman will stay as the MCU's Wolverine. So it says here, Hugh Jackman is almost certainly not going to be replaced. And it seems likely that in addition to leading Fox's X-Men, he's going to stay around for the MCU's as well, for the MCU X-Men. And it says here that it would feel weird to have a new Wolverine for the first time in 25 years. So let me go ahead and talk about, actually, let me read this other part too. It says, but bringing Jackman in for Deadpool and Wolverine, and rumor has it, the Avengers film at the end of the Multiverse saga would make replacing him shortly after even more unlikely and unwelcome. All right. Should Hugh Jackman stay on as Wolverine after Secret Wars? So, for those of you that don't know, we're in the Multiverse saga, which means we're going to have a lot of variations, a lot of what if type of stuff happening. That's why Hugh Jackman makes sense to come back now as Wolverine. One of the biggest reasons Hugh Jackman did not want to come back was because he didn't want to undo what happened in Logan. Same thing with Kevin Feige. He said the same thing. I don't want to undo that. But because of the multiverse, it's fine. We got a different Wolverine. If you sit here and tell me that Hugh Jackman is coming back for Avengers 5, I'm fine with that. Because if we're sitting here looking at the potential premise of Deadpool, it looks like he might be part of, I don't know, maybe they're gathering their own Avengers or something, a multiverse Avengers. Maybe Deadpool is recruiting people to go fight against Kang. Maybe. And if that's the case, that's okay. If you want to have Hugh Jackman still be in Avengers 5, I would argue it's okay if you still want to have him in Avengers 6 and be in Secret Wars. But what I'm not okay with is having Hugh Jackman continue even after that. Because supposedly this X-Men reboot, it might be coming in after Secret Wars. Maybe. If you're dragging Hugh Jackman into this new era of the official MCU X-Men, I feel like it would be the same thing, and some of y'all don't jump on me for this. It feels like when James Gunn wants to come in and start a whole new DCU and says, oh no, Henry Cavill, come on in. Now, I know y'all love y'all Henry Cavill. I like Henry Cavill as Superman. I do. But if you're going to tell me you're going to start something brand new, then start brand new. If you're going to tell me, hey, we got multiverses and all that stuff, that's fine. My brain can juggle the fact that Hugh Jackman's in that and that, whatever. That's fine. But what are we doing? Wolverine, the character, is one of the most popular fictional characters, right up there with Superman, Batman, Spider-Man, Hulk. He's what I like to call an underwear superhero. When you go to the school, to the store, and you see the little kid underwear and stuff, they be little superheroes on there. That's Wolverine. But the problem is the fact that, as the article says, it would be weird after 25 years of having Hugh Jackman. And my thing is this. So, yes, it'll be weird. Yes, it'll be different seeing someone else play the role. It's also called movies, ain't it? It's called entertainment, is it not? Like, actors get recast every day. And again, it's barely even considered a recast because the foundation of the storytelling sets up the perfect opportunity to recast and get a different Wolverine. If you're sitting here playing with multiverse drama and multiverse back and forth and stuff like that, this is the time to actually get a new Wolverine. Because what would really be weird is if we get past the multiverse saga. Let's say we defeat Kang and ain't no more time travel. We're done. And we start off with a whole new X-Men team. And let's just say, God forbid, Hugh Jackman is tired or he just don't want to do it no more. I don't know. You don't think it's going to be even more weird trying to replace him after 28 years, 30 years, 40 years? It's going to be even more weird. Because keep in mind, Wolverine is a character that he's supposed to be immortal, kind of. He ages slowly. Now, Hugh Jackman is in great shape for a man that's in his 50s. Do we really expect this man to keep doing this forever? I don't. I really don't. And I like Hugh Jackman. I think he is a fantastic actor. I think this dude did an amazing job with Wolverine. It's okay if he steps down. We will be all right. Let us not act as though that it can only be one. Speaking of which, Ryan Reynolds had this to say. There's only been one Wolverine. The reason is no one can do it except him. I certainly think other people could play Wolverine, but again, this is not a situation where that makes sense. He's right and wrong. In this situation, Deadpool and Wolverine, of course you want Hugh Jackman. Of course it would not make sense to get a new person to play Wolverine now, because we literally saw, even though some of us who haven't seen Deadpool 1 and 2 don't know this running joke, but it's already been established that the Hugh Jackman Wolverine makes sense for this Deadpool. We get that. But nobody else can play. Nobody else? Nobody else? Nobody else? Imagine how silly that sounds. Nobody else can play James Bond except for Sean Connery. Nobody else can be Batman except for Adam West. Nobody else can play Joker except for, Heath Ledger. I mean, nobody. We done had 3 Spider-Man up there. Nobody else? That literally proves you wrong. So, once again, let's let Hugh Jackman cook. I'm fine with him doing Avengers 5, Avengers 6. After that, sir, it's time to go. Thank you for your service. Appreciate you. Much love all day, every day. And listen, I don't know if 10 years from now somebody wants to do an old man Logan from another universe reboot. Okay, whatever. But in the meantime, sir, you've done a hell of a job. 25 years, you could relax. You could relax. So I totally disagree with this. Mainly because here's the other thing. Ain't no studio dumb enough. Even Marvel. I'm sorry. Marvel not even gonna be dumb enough to leave all this money on the table. You mean to tell me that you not gonna recast Wolverine and milk out another 10, 20 years from another younger actor? Are you kidding me? Just what? I mean, anyway, what do y'all think about this idea that Hugh Jackman will stay on beyond the Avengers movies? Maybe you like the idea that he will be there in the new X-Men. He does have the star power. My fear is that they don't do what Fox did and make him the central figure, because Wolverine has never really been the central figure. Like, Fox milked that, but that was a Hollywood thing. But as we saw in X-Men 97, Wolverine works very well as the background character he always was meant to be. He was part of a team. He was not the main guy. Or do you think Hugh Jackman got to go? Do you think, and that's no shade, that's no diss to him. Do you think it's time for a new Wolverine? Whatever you think, let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching. This was just a segment of one of my live chats, and if you're interested in joining in on the next one, be sure to subscribe and turn on your notifications for more. I've got more videos and reviews to do for you all, and until next time, I'll see you all later.